Hello everyone, I hope you're doing well. This video is part instructional and part practice, so I will review the major grammar points associated with telling time in French, as well as try to get you to practice a little bit as we go through some examples. So let's get started. Commençons. So the first thing is, remember how to ask the question in French, what time is it? What time is it? Quelle heure est-il? Quelle heure est-il? So notice this is the feminine form of quelle because the word heure is a feminine word, une heure. So what time is it? Quelle heure est-il? Quelle heure est-il? You might also hear someone ask the question, quelle heure avez-vous? Quelle heure avez-vous? What hour do you have, literally? This is like saying, what time do you have? Quelle heure as-tu if it's someone that knows you well, if you're on a first name basis with someone. Okay, so remember in general, we use être with numbers to tell time in French. So we use this little formula. We say il est, plus the number and then the word heure. If it's just 1 o'clock, notice that it's the singular word heure, heure, and the plural heure if it's higher than 1. Keep in mind also that the way we express time or write it down in the English-speaking world, we use the colon. In the French-speaking world, generally they'll use the word H, the letter H, a lowercase h, which represents the word heure. So the equivalent of this, 1:00 is 1H00. Okay, so 1 o'clock, il est une heure. Il est une heure. Il est une heure. Il est une heure. How would you say this? How would you express this in French? In English, it would be, it's 2 o'clock. Il est 2 heures. Il est 2 heures. There's liaison here. It sounds like a Z. Il est 2 heures. Il est 2 heures. Il est 2 heures. It's 2 o'clock. Il est 2 heures. Literally, it's 2 hours, but that means it's 2 o'clock. Comment dit-on ça en français? Il est 3 heures. Il est 3 heures. Il est 3 heures. Again, liaison here. Il est 3 heures. Comment dit-on it's 4 o'clock? Il est 4 heures. Il est 4 heures. Il est 4 heures. Il est 4 heures. Again, notice heure is plural. Il est 8 heures. Il est 8 heures. Il est 8 heures. It's 8 o'clock. Il est 10 heures. Il est 10 heures. Liaison here sounds like a Z. 10 heures. 10 heures. And the H is silent. Il est 10 heures. Il est 10 heures. It's 11 o'clock. Comment dit-on it's 11 o'clock? Il est 11 heures. Il est 11 heures. Now, what do you do with minutes after the hour? Do you remember? So, il est une heure, and then just simply state the number of the minutes. So, il est une heure 5. Il est 1 heure 5. It's 1:05. Il est 1 heure 5. So it's literally in French, it's 2 hours 10, we would say. Il est 2h10. Il est 2h10. 2h10. For this one, you could say il est 3h15. Or there's a special term for a quarter after the hour. Il est 3h15. Il est 3h15. I know it looks like the English word quart, but remember the pronunciation is quart, quart, quart. Il est 3h15. Il est 5h27. Il est 5h27. $6:30. It's 6:30. How do you say it is 6:30? Il est 6h30. Il est 6h30. Or you could use et demi, which is like saying 6.5, a half of an hour. Il est 6h30. So literally 6 hours and a half. 6h30. And demi is in the feminine form because it's referring to the word heure, which is feminine. Il est 6h30. So when you get to minutes after the half hour until the next hour, the French generally use the subtraction method. So for this one, I would say 7:40 would be, it is 8 minus 20. Comment dit-on ça? Il est 8h moins 20. Il est 8h moins 20. 8h moins 20. So literally it is 8 hours minus 20, which gives you 7:40. So use the subtraction here. Il est 9h moins 15. 9h moins 15. Or you can also use the term le quart. Il est 9h moins le quart. Il est 9h moins le quart. Noon. It's noon. Il est midi. Il est midi. Il est midi. The French don't have AM or PM, so the equivalent in French of AM would be du matin. For the afternoon, PM, from 12 to 5:59, de l'après-midi. And then from 6 p.m. to 11:59 p.m., du soir, du soir. So AM would be du matin, PM would either be de l'après-midi or du soir, depending on the actual time. So after 12 o'clock, there's a division between formal time and conversational time. So in formal time, it would be the equivalent of military time in American culture. So you can say this as 1300 hours in French, the equivalent of that. Just keep going after 12. Il est 13 heures. If you want to express that in conversational time, this is actually 1 p.m. So you would say, il est 1h de l'après-midi. So either way, il est 1h de l'après-midi. On all official notices, for example, movie times or show times, any time for an event that's posted, you'll normally see the 24-hour clock in France and other French-speaking countries. So this would be This is the equivalent of 5 p.m. So you can express it as formal time or official time. Il est 17 heures. Il est 17 heures. Or conversational time or informal time. Il est 5 heures de l'après-midi. Il est 5 heures de l'après-midi. Comment dit-on ça? 1900 hours or 7 p.m. Il est 19 heures. Il est 19 heures. Il est 7 heures du soir. Il est 7 heures du soir. Midnight can be written either one of these ways. And how do you say that? Il est minuit. Il est minuit. Keep in mind the expression at what time is different than saying what time. So at what time the question would be à quelle heure? À quelle heure? À quelle heure? So if you want to know at what time an event is, a movie or theater showing or a program on television, use the question à quelle heure? À quelle heure? At what time? If you want to say at 8 o'clock in the morning, à 8 heures du matin. À 8 heures du matin. I think it's nice to see these two expressions together so that you can get them straight in your mind. Remember, il est 7 heures, it is 7 o'clock, à 7 heures, at 7 o'clock. Finally, the only way to get good at this is just to keep practicing. So one good old-fashioned method is just keep writing down sometimes randomly on a sheet of paper, or you can type it out on your PC, and just keep forcing yourself to express what you see, what you're writing down. And you may at times have to look back at your list of numbers to be sure you're saying it correctly, but just keep doing it, and you'll get it. You can do it. It's just a matter of practice. Okay, that's it for this video. Au revoir, c'est tout.